Plastic, here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Toronto Thunderbirds and our home team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Pick your game up.
On second down, here's Murray. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Smith. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on second and 14, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey! Be ready! Be ready!
Here's Murray. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here.
Bring it!
They're going for it. It's Murray. This is caught. It's Cooks. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's coming. Check in.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And to give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And now he'll tuck it and run. And some room to work. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 26 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 3rd down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 31, check 31. Kill. Alert flare. Kill.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to starting.
Brandon Cooks. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those. Yeah,
I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Breaks free again, and they can't corral him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check nickel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On second down, it's Henderson. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 50. Check 50. Squeeze.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Trey Flowers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Murray steps away to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Wild Bill.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that's complete to Cooks. 18 yards and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We got 4.
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm scared. Shift. Go.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Tight end's right. Everyone, we got 4 down. Shit. He's coming.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Kill.
On play action, it's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it up the middle, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson, 61 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Push him back. Push him back. Slam, slam, slam. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. But a penalty flag down as well. And if this is offsides, it's going to be a first. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, 4 down.
Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Move. 4 down. Alert.
Now Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.